What you are looking at here is not a joke deck. This is not a meme deck at all. This is a contender for one of the best decks in Historic, in my humble opinion. The reason I say that is this deck was already close to being number one because Crucias is such a great card. It is an alchemy card. I know, smash me in the comments down below. We are playing an alchemy card and it is a mythic, so it's a little bit of pain here, but in Historic we've got to play them. This deck was already very good, but we're adding one card to it, and not very good at hiding that one card. It is the One Ring. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. That is right. The One Ring is being matched up with Sheoldred. When Sheoldred found it, it took a life of its own. So, the One Ring, what does it do and why is it important to Sheoldred? The One Ring, it's indestructible, and you gain indestructible until your next turn. It sometimes comes up, usually does not, but you do get a free turn where the opponent cannot do damage to you. Very nice. Then, at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose one life for each bird encounter on the One Ring. This could be a problem, but in most cases, even with that being in the text, it's still a decent card, because if you're drawing 2 cards per turn when this first enters, then 3, then 4, then 5 cards, and you're taking damage for doing that, generally that's winning anyway because you get so many cards. But every time you tap this, you get to put a bird encounter on this and draw a card. That's how bird encounters are put on the card, and you draw a card for each bird encounter on the One Ring. So every turn you do 1 more damage to yourself, but you also get an extra card. Funny though, it is quite interesting that Sheoldred actually makes this a positive thing where you gain positive 1 life for each card that you draw off of the One Ring. And you gain 2 life immediately, and then you lose 1 of that on the beginning of your next upkeep. So it's a net positive of 1 health. So the opponent has to do increasingly more damage to you just to keep you below your starting life total. That is absolutely brutal. Let's talk about the rest of this deck, especially if you are not familiar with the Historic Rakdos deck. Turn 1, you're doing Fatal Pushes. In Standard, this is very much so a slightly stronger version than Cut Down. Instead of, killing something with 5 or less pips, you're destroying something with mana value 2 or less. And if creature that you control left the battlefield this turn, it takes away something with mana value 4 or less. That's fantastic. It's really helpful. 1 and 2 drops from your opponent. Generally, if they're good 1 or 2 drops, they don't make it very long. And then we have 4 copies of Thoughtseize, where an opponent reveals their hand to you, and then you choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. You lose 2 life. So, costs 2 life, but early in the game, that doesn't really matter. First turn, if you have Thoughtseize, you're using Thoughtseize turn 1 no matter what. It ruins their curve. It makes sure that they can't do their early game stuff, and Historic's generally pretty fast to get things going. Go for the throats, got a couple of those. 1 Sheoldred's Edict. You'll see that stuff filled out a little bit in the sideboard, mostly because Sheoldred's Edict is going to be going after Planeswalkers. That's why we have that in here. And I had the cards, and I'm like, well, why not? Bloodtithe Harvester, just overall great creature, especially matched up with Fable the Mirrorbreaker. That combo will never leave Historic because that Fable's not that broken in Historic itself because there's so many other things that you could be doing, but it's still a very strong combination if you're playing with Rakdos. Furthermore, just all the things on Fable are just good. We're playing it. It's 4 copies. We're using it. Kroxa. If you have not seen this card, it is brutal. So you play it for 2, and then it sacrifices itself. The opponent has to discard a card. Each opponent who does not, they lose 3 life. That's fine. But you can play it for 4 from the graveyard, exiling 5 cards from your graveyard, and then it's a 6/6 for 4. You do have to exile 5 cards from your graveyard. In this deck, it's not hard to get 5 cards into your graveyard because you have things like Fable and Seasoned Pyromancer and Crucias who are going to put cards into your graveyard. Yes, that's how we're getting Kroxa out. So later on in the game, whenever he swings for 6, the opponent's losing 9 life if they do not have a card in their hand. We all know Fable. We're not really going to talk about it much. Seasoned Pyromancer. When he enters the battlefield, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. For each non-land card discarded this way, create a 1/1 red elemental. Not only does this help us find Sheoldred and the One Ring, it also puts blockers on the field. And you could exile this for 5 when it's in the graveyard, and you create 2 more red elemental creature tokens. It's an amazing card to get through your library a little bit faster. You can copy this with Fable as well and do this multiple times. Then, the one broken card, and of course, since Wizards of the Coast keeps trying to push alchemy, they make more and more broken things in alchemy to push people towards a format. I just craft the best cards in it and use it because other people are going to use it. Crucias, Titan of the Waves. At the beginning of your instep, you may discard a card. If you do, create a treasure token. So, no matter what, you get a treasure token. You choose Ambitious or Expedient. If you choose Ambitious, you get a card from your library that costs more than the discarded card. And if you choose Expedient, you get a card to your hand costing less than the card that you discarded. Yep, that's very, very strong indeed. So not only do you get to have more of a choice of what you have in your hand, like if you really want to invoke Despair and you have an extra ring, you can discard the ring and go for Ambitious, and then you get the Invoke Despair. That's the only choice. But if you really need a Thoughtseize or a Fatal Push, and you have a Bloodtithe Harvester in your hand, you can just discard it and go with Expedient, and you get either your Fatal Push or Thoughtseizes or a land. You can get lands with this. So you got to kind of watch out there. But for the most part, getting that treasure every single turn, you're going to be able to cast everything for basically free. We've already talked about the Sheoldred and the One Ring, and a pretty dedicated finisher to black, as I had 4 copies of Invoke Despair. So we're running 4 copies of Invoke Despair. Well, I say 4, but it's actually 3. If you actually look at the deck a little bit and know how to read, you would see that it was 3. That's the deck, and I gotta say, guys, this has some incredible results. I'm still playing this. I am editing this video a few days after I recorded the matches, and I'm still playing this in the arena after work and stuff like that, and it's absolutely incredible. It is such a fun deck to play. We are going to go get into the content right away, but before we do, make sure that you have liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. And here we go. Only 2 lands, which is kind of a shame, but Sheoldred and the One Ring in the opening hand. It's almost like they know I'm recording something. And I'm falling for the trap of keeping a 2 mana hand. We will pay the 2 life. We will Thoughtseize on the opponent. Take a look, and it looks like Karn is the only thing, and wow, you keep some strange hands. You were really probably hoping I did not have Thoughtseize, but I play in black. I have to have Thoughtseize. Yeah, I mean, you got sleeves like this, you play some black, right? Come out with the Bloodtithe Harvester. We're probably going to be dumping off one of these One Rings in hopes of getting the mana that we need for turn. Drop it. No mana. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll get in there. We'll do a little bit of damage. As said, fell for a little bit of a trap. There's another card. Okay. He gets a plus on it, but he minuses instead. Attack the card. He does not let it through, which is fine. We still do not get that mana. Get rid of that. Let's see if we could draw some lands, and we'll be fine if we could draw a land, basically. Shambling Ghast. We need to get the treasure from the goblin. The opponent thinking does not attack, of course. And we get a land. That is perfect. We will definitely pay the 2 life. And I think what we want to do is Crucias. Crucias, if you're unaware, allows you to discard a card every turn, and you get a mana for it. Yeah, it's Alchemy. Yeah, Alchemy 23. But guess what? This card is a broken. I don't know how this should exist in a format. Like, watch this. I just discard this. Yes, I say that I want to get something worth more mana than that, and it gives me a Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Now we could do that again, and we definitely get Invoke Despair. Isn't that beautiful? What a broken card. Kroxa could be very good here. We want to make sure that we get our things going. So I think we Sheoldred here. Autopay. Yes. No counter. Though I would not be surprised if there was a counter. Discard the Seasoned Pyromancer, probably? Or the Kroxa. Kroxa's going to hit that second to last card in his hand, and I kind of like that. Let's say we want something that is lesser mana. That's kind of what we need. We've been fighting to try to get lands this entire game, so dumping off a Fable of the Mirror Breaker just for a mana seems like a kind of an L move, but we kind of need it, so I'm happy with it. Maestro's Theater for the opponent, and next time we could get the one ring down and start to really go infinite with cards. We won't have any more mana problems starting next turn. Passes. Neat. Bit of a pause here. Opponent might be trying to figure out what the heck I'm trying to do. And, yep, don't be overly ambitious. I'm very excited to get this going. We could probably get an attack off with Sheoldred. This might be greedy. This probably is greedy, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're here for the greed. Takes it. Now the one ring. One ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them. And here we go. Let's go ahead and draw and start getting those, what do you call them? Yeah, bird encounters. And that's a really good draw for us. A go for the throat. We also get to discard another card, which is fantastic. We're going to discard this here tapped land that will come out. Incredible how much slower the opponent starts to go when you start to do crazy things. We're going to say ambitious this time. Hey, a Thoughtseize. That's very nice. He's been holding up one card this entire game. Don't know what it is, but I wouldn't mind finding out. There we go. Sheoldred. Pings him for 2. He drops the mana island. Kind of looks like a forest. Okay. Let's move on. We take a damage. And we get another Thoughtseize. I can't really complain about that at all. Let's go ahead and draw a couple more cards. See if we can get land for turn. Yeah, sure, we discard land, but we get so many treasures anyway because of the Crucias that it doesn't really matter. I mean, really nothing the opponent can do will matter to us from this point on. And we draw 2 beautiful cards. He is going to try to tie me out of this, isn't he? Yeah, the salt shall be here. Well, if you're going to be salty, I'm going to make sure you don't have things in your hand to hold anything up. Ah. Oh my, he has 2 lands in hand. Well, that is really bad for you, Mr. Opponent. I do not know why he kept that hand. Like, he had a chance to mulligan, and all he's done is play 2 cards. But hey, it is solitaire right now, and we are trying to just take a look at this deck. See how it does. We could definitely discard the Thoughtseize. And I will also discard the Kroxa because we can definitely get it to escape. A couple of lands, that's fantastic. 4 moral life, just to make sure that we are above the ring. and its power against us. Yeah, we'll play that as a tapped land. We have an instant here. Let's just, I mean, like, I kind of want to just get him to leave. He's a little slow for my taste. Go. Go forth, Sheoldred. Smash the face. He takes it. Okay. We pass. Discarding a card. Let's discard mana. No, let's discard the Sheoldred and plus. So greater. And the only card that we have that's greater than Sheoldred the Apocalypse is Invoke Despair. Because this is not broken at all. Well, let's see what he drew. Nothing. Alright. Still, again, couple shambling gas. Couple of the, what do you call them? Cards. And that was all he had. Well, we could add 2 more Sheoldred's Edicts, and we'll go down to go for the Throats. That's a little bit better, I think, because this hits Planeswalkers. And we're going to go again. Yeah, fantastic stuff. 1 mana, no thank you. And there we go, there's some mana. There's some mana. We have a 1 ring for later on, if he is anything like I'm expecting him to be and keeping really weird crap. We should be good. Let's actually do it like this. We'll put the Blood Crypt on the bottom. Great land, by the way. The shock lands are fantastic. They're a staple even in modern. Yeah. Yeah, they're always going to be a staple. They're just really good. 2 life and you get an untapped land like that. It's great. And it looks like he has an Ornithopter. Let's see if he targets that Ornithopter, or should we just immediately Thoughtseize? I think we Thoughtseize here. I just want to see what he's doing. All of his stuff, again, very expensive, except for the Prosperous Thief, so we discard that. I am really good. I am really glad that we Thoughtseized there. Puts him way behind. What, you're going to swing for 1? Good luck, buddy. Counter target spell, create treasure. Strange deck from the opponent. Really, really strange. Bloodcleave Cliffs comes out. And we could probably push here. Next turn, we're definitely putting down the Seasoned Pyromancer. That's an instant, so we will wait. We'll be nice and patient. All right, Fatal Push, very good removal. If you're not used to playing in Historic, you see this in everything. Destroy target creature, mana value 4 or less instead of a permanent you control at the battlefield this turn. It also immediately 2 or less. You just kill whatever. Swinging. We don't want the Shambling Gas to die. We don't want him to get treasure. We want him to have to organically get to treasure. Comes on in, that's fine. Go ahead. Goes to my turn? Yeah, sure. Why not? Hive, another Hive. And we get the Seasoned Pyromancer down. We're going to discard this and this, 2 lands. Start building up those lands in the graveyard. We get another Fatal Push. It could be good. Could be really, really bad. Kind of wish I kept the land now. And here we are. We'll do it again. We'll discard a Fatal Push and also a second Fatal Push. These creatures do not scare me. We get the land. That much is good. And we could swing in with the Pyromancer here. He's probably blocking with the gas and making treasure. That's what I would do. But we're hoping that he's kind of goofy and... Oh, okay. Well, yep. That was me being a little bit too ambitious here. Now he's close to the Spell Swindle. Actually, he has the Spell Swindle up. Because of that, we ain't doing nothing except for swinging. There it is. You got to deal with my board state there, man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there you go. You did it. Wow. Yeah, we're holding back Hive for now. Want to make sure that our stuff resolves. We want him to counter Sheoldred's Edict. All right. Anything else? He probably needs to keep these Ornithopters around. So I am going to try to push this. Sacrifice this non-token creature. Non-token creature, sacrifice now. Or you can play your counter spell. It's up to you, man. He uses it. All right, he gets to create some treasures here. That's awesome for us. Wow. Here we go. Fable. Actually, let's Blood Crypt first. How much is that? 4. Oh, yeah. We can't afford that. Fable and Mirror Breaker. Swing for 4, 5, 6. He's going to block 2 of it, so he takes 4. He's not very skilled at blocking. Like, it's pretty intuitive how this works, but, you know, it's going to take him a while anyway. And here we go. Down to 12. Get the One Ring down next. We are not discarding this. Be really nice to draw a Sheoldred, the Apocalypse. What do you know? Perfect. We're going to decline. We are going to swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We're 1 mana away from Sheoldred and the One Ring. Let's probably get the One Ring first. And we're in there. In like Flynn. Seal the Wreckage. Player searches the library for basic lands. I mean, that's pretty rough. But first stage of the game is done. And we get all of our lands out onto the battlefield. So thank you very much, Mr. Opponent. We will then Sheoldred the Apocalypse. And here we go. We are definitely off to the races now. I'm a little bit confused as to what it is his deck is exactly trying to do. Yep, that's a 4-4, all right. Okay. Flips the thing. We drop the thing. Bam. Now infinite card draw. Second Sheoldred. Then we Pyromancer here. Discarding that. Drawing 2. Growth. Sacrifices a token. Go ahead and sacrifice your construct. And then we come at this. Could be running into a trap. Probably not. He's pretty well tapped out. There goes one of the Ornithopters. Down to 8. We are at 22.
Some solutions must.
All right. Oh boy. What a combination. Yep. Great time for Fable of the Mirror Breaker. He could have a counter here. We're hoping he doesn't because I would love to discard these lands. It looks like he does. But we can still copy the Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard. Yep. Both of those. Drawing 2. We get a push. We push that. Resolve. Again, I'm a little bit confused as to how the opponent thinks he's going to win. Swing 2 over here. We'll swing 2 up here. That means the card goes away no matter what. Beautiful stuff. Down to 5. Well, might as well drop a land for turn and go to our next one. Next turn, I guess we're getting Din of the Bugbear or Hive of the Eye Tyrant involved in the action as well. Probably going to be Din because we get another 1/1 to do a little bit more damage. No way this guy figures any way around this at all. The match is over. We have 31 health. Esper Sentinel, not scary at all. Well, you're going to draw a card. I haven't seen anything dangerous in your deck at all. So go ahead and draw to your heart's content. Like, who runs Prosperous Thief? Yeah, when an artifact you control is put into graveyard, target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. All right, and he gets a Fab 3. Fabricate is you get 1/1s basically. You get to do it 3 times. Not scary. I'm not even the least bit worried. My turn. Let's draw. We draw a Thoughtseize. We might as well take a look at what you have. I will autopay. I will pay 1. Yep, there we go. That was a good discard. We're going to grab a couple of cards. Grab a bunch of life. Resolve that. That's fine. Dropping this. Copying the Seasoned Pyromancer. Discarding 1, 2. And drawing another Seasoned Pyromancer, huh? Let's get it out. Let's put it on the field. Why not? Wow. Yep, get our Bugbear involved. The only thing we need to pull back is this and this. So not a very big dedicated swing, but it's a swing that he has to block. So probably blocking here to here, then like, I don't know, here to here, and these two. It's probably killing the Bugbear. Yep, here to here. Okay. That's pretty dedicated block for a token thing that I gotta sacrifice anyway. That's fine. Don't care about that. Why is there... Oh, right, because it's a 3/2. Okay, that's fine. Cuts down half of his stuff. We're gonna have some damage dealt to us, which is also fine. We went down to 40 health. Next turn we just pass back. Oh no, he's gonna create treasure, I think. Right? Is that what this is? Yep, there's the thief. Weird deck, my friend. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you just had really bad draws or if it's just really just not up to snuff against Rakdos. Man, Rakdos is insane in Historic. It was already insane, and now they have the 1 ring. And let's go with a play first, of course. 2 mana. Now, we did this before, and it didn't go great. Do we dare try again? Sure. I kind of want to Thoughtseize now. I know it kind of throws off the next hand. We're gambling. Pretty good gamble. Faithless Looting can get discarded. Huh. Get rid of that. That really hurts him, I think. Okay. Channeler. Awesome. Kroxa. He's discarding the Phoenix here. But you gotta do it. Fabled Passage and another Phoenix. He's got a hand heavy in Phoenixes. If you're unaware, Phoenix, he's going to play these all from the graveyard at the same time. I think it's like if you cast like 3 or more, right? If you cast 3 or more instant sorcery spells this turn, return it to the battlefield. So he's got a bunch of stuff like Faithless Looting, etc., to try to get that off. We have another Kroxa. Discard up to 2. I think we actually discard the Kroxa. And we probably discard the Seasoned Pyromancer. We can play all that stuff from the graveyard. A couple of things we could do here. First off, we could swing. Eventually. There we go. See, what he wants to do is, he has a shock or something, but he's hesitant to use it because he wants to basically play them all on one turn. We're going to push this, though. He considers. Surveil 1. I'm going to let it happen. Surveil's very good. Goes to the bin. Draws a card. Yep, and then he gets to Surveil again. Yeah? What else? That Fatal Push is still targeting you. Gone. Cool. We answer with Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Lofty Denial, so he does have the counters. Well, I guess it's better that he uses them now. Delver. Okay. Passes to us. We flip the guy. We're doing the thing. We are doing the thing. Get this going. Exile 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good deal. Kroxa. Don't counter it. Okay, he kills the goblin. That's actually not good for us. Yep. Discarding everything there, buddy. Your deck didn't do very well. That's why Rakdos is so good, though, right? He draws a Unholy Heat. Faithless Looting. Draws 2 cards, discards 2. There it all goes. We get Crucias. That is insane luck. Kill that. Pops the Fabled Passage. That's fine. That is fine. I wonder how many bad interactions he gets because he plays things in the right order. Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead, kill the reflections. That's fine. It's understandable. I will just kill you with Kroxa. There you go. That's a lot of damage every turn. That is a lot of damage. Yep, you're dead, dude. You are very dead. Yep, it feels really nice. I think we could do with a little bit more discarding the opponent's stuff. Also, Go Blank is going to be very good in here as well. Sheoldred's Edict is a little bit weak. Maybe one of those goes away. These Fatal Pushes are very good. What else goes? Invoke Despairs will go down to 1 Invoke Despair. 1 finisher. This is basically a finisher for this deck. Go Blank. The target player discards 2 cards, then exile that player's graveyard. Basically a finisher with a deck like this, especially with Thoughtseizes and Inquisition of Kozilek in the beginning. Fable, go for the throat and the 1 ring. It's too slow for this particular matchup, but you know what? I'm a gambling man. I'm a keep it. Enter tapped. We don't need that open quite yet. Mana, pass. Go for black. Go for the Bloodtithe Harvester. And do we get a counter out of your hand? I think we might. There it is. Perfect. Opt. Okay. We do have Go Blank in hand. He might just be trying to build up that, what do you call it? Graveyard. Black. Fable. Counter. You might be thinking I'm just throwing everything out there to get countered, and in some ways, yes. Faithless Looting. Aha, there's one of them. Mana. What else? Nothing. But that's an awful lot. He probably counters this. And if he does, we're very sad, boys. Very sad if you counter. He counters. All right. And we pass to the opponent. Delver. Pass. We're going to pay. We're going to go for the throat. Got him. See, generally, this deck wants to save all of its spells and do just basic little ping spells and then throw these bad boys back out into the battlefield. He's got a lot of counters, which I don't mind. I mean, the counters kind of made sure that he couldn't cast 3 in a row. Faithless Looting is for sure in the deck. Okay, he actually casts the Brazen Borrower. Comes in with it, that's fine. Can't stop it, don't want to. Draws 2, discards 2. What do you discard? Do you get more of them? Nope, Dragon Rage Channeler. And a mana, huh? Interesting. Interesting. He's trying to be tempo, but hasn't really gotten much in the way of good tempo. Push. Oh, wait. Oh, that costs 3. Okay. We might kill ourselves here. But I'm going to play the One Ring anyway. Ooh, Seasoned Pyromancer. Very good card. Very good. Cost 3. Delver. It looks like he might take this game. I didn't know you had it in you. Goes to my turn. Could kill this Delver here. I think we do. It's very risky to kill that Delver right there. Huh. No attacks. End turn. We're going to discard the red. And we're going to go with, we want bigger. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Always good. Expressive Iteration is fantastic draw. And here comes a Consider. And there's Faithless Looting again. Digging, digging, digging. Really the question is, what has more value? And we're going to answer right here. That's fantastic for him. That's 9. We take 2. Yeah, he got me. He got me. Because no matter what, we take 2 here, and then we have 9 in the air coming at us. I'm surprised we didn't draw any of our discard your things spells. Maybe the Brotherhood Ends are going to come in. Maybe we're dropping down 1 of Fable and 1 the One Ring. Aggro's kind of killed us right there. It was a little bit too fast for us. We couldn't get our value engine going. We're going to opt to play first, and hopefully our fate is better than it was in the last game. This is okay if the opponent doesn't draw all of his counters like he did in the last one. He did really well getting my creatures, keeping my stuff off of the field. We're going to start with Bloodtithe Harvester. Creates a blood token, a 3/2 for 2. Good stuff. Pass turn. We got another one. Drop it. Swing. Nothing. Pyromancer, or should we try to sneak more spells out of his hand? Let's try to sneak some more stuff out. Another Bloodtithe Harvester. He lets it resolve, but I'm not sure if that means anything or not. Looting. Okay. Go ahead and loot there, sir. Drops off what? There we go. Spell Pierce and a Phoenix. Knew he had to have counters. Another Crucias. We're swinging. Takes it, and we're gonna try to resolve the first Crucias, and it does resolve. Awesome. We go Brotherhood's End. And we want Ambitious, the One Ring. Perfect. building up treasure base. We got the One Ring to start drawing some cards, and I think that we have the what should you say, the life total to actually benefit from it. There's a first spell with a Consider. There goes a Spell Pierce. What else? You're gonna cast 2 more and put a 3/3 out. There's a second one. Okay, well, that dies. First Crucias is dead. We got 1 more in hand. There's a third one. All right. So now he's nice and set up, right? You cast 3 or more instant or sorcery spells, yeah. Then you get to put it onto the battlefield. So you get to get 3 damage off there, sir. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Fatal Push. What do you cost? 4. Swing. Blocks. No kidding. Kill it. Should have probably done that first if I was thinking about doing it, but you know what? Whatever. Could have got the Crucias back out. But 2 Bloodtithe Harvesters with plenty of blood is always dangerous for this guy. Alright, Seasoned Pyromancer. He's going to definitely discard 2. There they are, and there's the 1/1. We're going to push that 1/1. Lets it go. Goes to my turn, Fable. Probably getting countered. I would rather Fable get countered than Crucias. There it goes. Swing. There it is. Trade off one of these Harvesters, and there's the other one. Okay. He got rid of both of the Harvesters, but he is down to a couple of Faithless Lootings and a Seasoned Pyromancer. 2 cards in hand, though. More looting. Trying to find his answer, and he does have some answers in this deck. We might be discarding the One Ring push. Let's see, did you draw a counter spell? You did. Well, can't draw lands to save our life, so this might be a while. I didn't discard any either, so I didn't screw myself up that way. We just never drew the lands. We will. We got plenty of time. He's playing Solitaire. We're going to be playing some Solitaire. It's all good. Iteration, again, playing some Solitaire. How far are you into your deck? You got half your deck left. And we are answered with a Ravisher. Of course, we did not draw land, so we're going to discard the Pyromancer in hopes to get a land, and we did it. We did it. We know how to play Magic. Could push. Save the 2 mana in case Spell Pierce. All right. Answer with Bloodtithe Harvester. Create more blood. And we finally have our 4th land. So good on us. Draws 2. Looking at a mountain. What are you going to do there, buddy? Lofty Denial and the Dragon Rage Channeler. Big play. Faithless Looting. Making sure to keep blue open, I see. Yeah, he does. Lofty Denials. So we have to keep enough up for Lofty Denial. That means that we're going to Fable here. Oh, wait. He doesn't have anything in his hand. Well, definitely the One Ring. We swing. We start drawing. Perfect. This allows us to draw as well. Faithless looting. All right. Yep. He's going to keep doing this over and over. I'm surprised he's gotten this far into his deck without finding a win condition. Yeah, that's not it. That's not your win condition there, buddy. Sacrifices him, draws a card. All right. Not even sure how that really made his deck. All right, heat. Well, there we go. We'll take A damage. We'll definitely drop the Fable. We're going to draw some cards. We're going to drop land, but let it enter tapped. And then that's it. The value game is on our side now. Gets a couple 1/1s. Fine. Could kill all this stuff. Let's kill one. So that now my Gabo could make treasures. Pyromancer. We will discard 2. Yeah. I wanted to find my Sheoldred, but there's no way he's coming back. No, not going to happen. No siree. I did quite enjoy that, yes. And here we go. I like the hand. We got the Eye Tyrant. We got Fable. We got some removal stuff. And do we need it? Enters battlefield. Choose another creature. Sacrifice this. Sacrifice Dauntless Bodyguard. Chosen creature gains indestructible. Okay, that's weird to play on turn 1. I mean, unless you're just doing like humans or knights. You're probably doing humans. Yeah, this is the human deck. Which means that we need board wipes. That's really bad for our deck. Thalia. Thalia is absolutely brutal for us. So we got to kill that right now. Get it out of here. Mana and Luminarch Aspirant. Haven't seen that in a while. Aspirant's going to be a problem. Swings in for 2. Okay. Let's get the pathway going. I guess we get the Fable going, or do we go for the throat, kill this, prepare to kill the Aspirant? Let's get the Fable. This deck might be a problem for us. Ossification. Ouch. Okay. Well, board wipes it is. Yep, that certainly hurts. Another Hive. I will discard the 1 ring for sure that kills us. Seasoned Pyromancer. Now, Seasoned Pyromancer can get us some good blocks. The red mana. No. Otherwise, I can't do that. Hive. It comes in tapped. So I think we want a Pyromancer here. Discard 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. This. Right. Crucias was one of the draws there. We play this tapped and get Crucias down on the board. I think we're okay for a couple of turns. Aspirant can technically attack, and I would have a really, really bad block. Now I would not be able to block the Aspirant. Not well. Grows the Bodyguard. We double block here. Down to 4. Another Fable. Enter tapped. Crucias. Fable. Yeah. Wow. I'm about 99% sure that we are dead. Thalia's lieutenant. We'll go down to 1. Wait, or we could just... Where do you put it? Where do you put it? Smart. Smart man. Now we have to block. Tis very painful. Don't think we're getting out of this one, guys. Drop. Yeah, I'm going to concede here. We just don't have the juice to get over that. If we just had 1 or 2 creatures, we would be fine. Extinction Event and Brotherhood's End both come in. We will reduce 1 Mirror Breaker, 1 Ring. Fatal Push is good. Sheoldred's Edict seems weak. And 1... No, not Kroxa. We want Kroxa. 1 Seasoned Pyromancer. Great card, but it just seems like we want to draw more removal. Play first. Pyromancer. I reduce the Pyromancers and that's all I draw. Right. Well, I guess we are getting to it. Straight to it with the Blackcleave Cliffs. He's got his mana. He's got his Hopeful Initiate already. We Kroxa here. Yep, going to discard something. Ah, he had a land. Oh, wait, there's my cursor. Ah, no, he had Brave the Elements. 2 Hopeful Initiates, and then a Recruitment Officer. That's really good. That is very good indeed. Let's drop this. Let's drop this instead. And we are going to Crucias. Hopefully he does not have a Pyromancer. Or, I'm sorry, a Luminarch Aspirant. Go bigger. Alright. Next turn we can Invoke Despair. Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. That really hurts. Well, here's the thing. We probably want a Sheoldred and then Invoke Despair. Hopefully he does not have another ossification. If he does, we're kind of dead on the spot. Mana. What else? Ossification? I know you got it. You gotta have it, right? Adeline. He passes, though. Didn't quite want to take all that damage. Crucias. Was really hoping for a land drop that turn, but we could discard with Crucias. And we go Expedient. Bloodtithe Harvester. We're going to gain a bit of that life back, and once we get Invoke Despair off, then we're looking pretty good. We could draw a couple of cards. There's a Luminarch Aspirant right on cue. We could kill that Adeline this turn. Oh, but this is becoming a problem. Do we want to give up the Crucias? Probably not yet. Block it like this. Protection from white. Ouch. All the way down to 3. We do get a go for the throat, though. Kill this. Dropping this. Paying the 3. We're literally just trying to gain a little bit of life here. and get a couple of blockers. And lo and behold, we do get a Brotherhood's End. I think we survive this next turn. And then we Brotherhood End. Let's discard the other Shelly. Let's go with Ambitious. We get another Invoke Despair. Do we survive? That's the real question. Thalia. Oh, that's rough. Dauntless Bodyguard. All I want is to survive this turn. 1/1 counter. Where do you put it? On the 1/1? On the recruitment officer. Need to take care of these guys. Really thinking about an attack here. And he does not. That's kind of a shame. We wanted him to. Brotherhood's End takes care of the aspirant. There's still 3 damage to everything. Swing. Oh, nice. Oh, right to my little trap. You know what? I didn't know it was a trap, but yes, if he deals damage to these hopeful initiates, which he's definitely planning on doing, Brotherhood's End kills all of his creatures. So I guess we win. 3 damage. Brotherhood's End, sir. Responses. Scoop. Run away. Aspirant survives. Okay. Well, we have an Invoke Despair. Well, that's not really fair. He has another Dauntless Bodyguard. He says good game and scoops. He's out. All right, what else do we want in here? I think we're good. That Brotherhood's End just annihilated the human deck. And here we go. Not a bad hand, not a great hand. Things we could do early on. You know what? We keep it. Bloodcleave Cliffs into Thoughtseize. We're going for Aspirant probably. Yep. Well, let's see what you got. Let me see your hand. Home. That one. The Skyclave Apparition. Very good card. So you're giving Indestructible to your other bodyguards. Cute. Thalia's Lieutenant in hand. We get a Thoughtseize. I think we go ahead and use it. We'll take a couple of damage here. But making sure that he can do nothing. Adeline goes away. We'll take 4 more. Down to 10. Then we Bloodtithe Harvester. And then we go down to 8. He has only 1 land. Let's get that tapped land out of the way into Bloodtithe Harvester. Only 1 land. He kept a 1 land hand. It's incredible. The things you see in Arena. Yep. Now he's going to give it protection. There it is. Brave the Elements. We take 2. We need to draw Thalia. We did not draw Thalia. No, not Thalia. Sheoldred, you know, the 1 card that does all the things. We play another Bloodtithe here. Create more blood. And pass. We also have the Silken Zen. Swings? Yep, he is not scared. He swingsies. Oh, wait. This one has Indestructible, so we need to kill this one first. Almost screwed that up. Kill it. And we'll move on. Discard a card and then draw a card. Okay, there is a recruitment officer. And we pass. Grows our board state. No attacks. End turn. Nice little blockers. And he finally gets his second land. Incredible. Grows the officer. Yep. So we're going to have to double block here. Goes to my turn. We're going to dump off the mana. Crucias. Fatal push. I'm going to push this now. And drop the Crucias. No attacks, for sure. I will discard. And I will go for Ambitious, because the only card that we could draw is the Invoke Despair. And we're going to need that to basically... good stuff. Put a 1/1 counter on each other human you control. Swings with it. Well, we just block. We just block. Then we invoke him. Bam. We get a push. Whenever another human enters the battlefield, do things. We're going to swing with just the Crucias. Takes it. End. I will decline. I want both of these. We're going to push it now. And let that resolve. He's a 1/4. And now it's time for us to start getting way ahead. And we're going to be able to do it. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. I mean, it doesn't matter. He just blocks. And then we don't have guys tapped. We will decline again. And how much you want to bet that he scoops as soon as he sees the one ring? Oh, wow. Okay, so that gets rid of the Sheoldred. So I'm going to say kind of never mind. Well played. Goes to my turn. We draw mana. We drop mana. Discard a card? Yes, sir. Oh, boy. Protection from everything. You gain. Oh, boy. Beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each bird encounter. I don't think we start with a bird encounter. So we'll just gain the protection. Alright, so nothing can hurt us this next turn. The question is do we want to draw a card from the ring? Dahlia. Okay. Doesn't hurt nearly as bad now. Well, we have protection. I'm going to draw a card. Alright. Alright. Hey. Go ahead and invoke Despair. We get our Shelly back. Awesome. Draw cards. Extinction event. Even. Odd. Even. Odd. Well, we don't really want to do that. But we can Kroxa. And now we're going to start taking off. Like, heavily taking off. No attacks. Discard a card. Yes. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Ambitious. And here we go, guys. This is it. This is why we're here. And it is over. It is over. One of the best decks in Historic. We just clobbered. Haven't lost one. These 3 rounds were straight. Let's go and look at a post-game wrap. I was actually not expecting this to be nearly as consistent as it is, but my God, if you want to rank up and you want to play in Historic, I highly recommend something like this. Now, if you think about it, yeah, this is incredibly expensive. I don't think you're going to find, I got a couple of uncommons in here, but you're not going to find anything that's really cheap. But if you want one good deck, I can highly recommend Rakdos. Just Rakdos build with Thoughtseizes, with Inquisition of Kozilek, Fable of the Mirror Breakers, Invoke Despair, Sheoldred the Apocalypse, Crucias, Kroxa. I could highly recommend if you're going to build one deck and hope to God that it remains good for the next 5 years, this is the one. This is the one. And the One Ring really makes it good. It really, really does. The One Ring and Sheoldred just look like they belong together. Like Sheoldred the Apocalypse, little did we know she was looking for the ring the entire time. She teamed up with Sauron and Salamon in order to get the One Ring. And boy, when she gets it, it's very strong indeed. Nice little mid-range deck. Stays alive, sticks in it. Just a value engine, complete value engine. That's all we are trying to do with this deck is outvalue the opponent over time. We even went up against fast decks and won. We went up against fast decks and won because our ability to eliminate the opponent's hand really helps out in that early game into Crucias and the One Ring and Sheoldred to get us back into the game. It's incredible what we could even do against aggro. Well, thank you for joining today. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time in the arena. Bye.